Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's got great speed. Run out of bounds at the 45, and a terrific return there. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have the first possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
That's caught. It's Addison. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. So Arizona State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. Davis will throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and they'll stop him right there on the return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a gap. It's Addison.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and
there he goes! He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Davis looking to pass. Right side, it's Grace. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
But this tight end's really good at finding soft spots in zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Second and long here. Here's a give to Robinson. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grab behind the line. It's Gentry. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Davis will throw. They're all over him. Got his man downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the... Wants to keep it in the air. Look out! Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Here's a give to Robinson. They put the brakes on him. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Tries to get it himself. Got enough for the first down. Gets down, and like the say touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the red zone, it's Robinson. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll ride him again. Just plowing ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Sun Devils line it up with a first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to keep them.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Carr.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll move the wide receiver. Sells the run, looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thrace. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Sun Devils right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Davis looking to pass. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught over the middle. It's Grace. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. Well, when he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Works it ahead for 6 yards on the play. That'll be enough for the first down, and it also takes us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to get rid of it, and he gets it away.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Davis will throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make some. Out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Addison. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Skinner. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Addison. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Snagged in the middle. It's Simon. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Back to throw, it's McClung. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. The quick game. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, that I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
We love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Tar Heels head coach at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. He is in. Takes the fumble. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing. Create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan. Look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Davis looking to pass. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. They use the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the wideout. Drops back on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points. You're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Good coverage to knock that pass away.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Gonna look downfield again. They just need a 1st down, but he wants more than that. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Drops back. It's McClung. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the ground, it's Addison. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Unloads it left. Zips it out to his man. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. In the red area, it's Addison. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And with this this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's McClung. Rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on second down. Quick give. It's Carr. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The Tar Heels will punt this one away. Trying to take it back. The ball pops out on the return.
I know on offense you're so jacked up and you're so excited. You're ready to go out there and make some plays. There's nothing more demoralizing than when your special teams unit coughs it up. You're like, dang, I really wanted a shot at this. All right, defense, your turn.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Setting up the screen. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Follows his blocks. It's Addison. Got the first down. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Left side, it's Gentry. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Davis will throw. Fires to the right. The sure hands. It's Grace. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Finding space. Touchdown ASU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They give it back to him. Oh, what a move. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. He's past the sticks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for space. It's Carr. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw. It's McClung. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Lets it fly. He's got it along along the sideline. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Sun Devils in the hurry up.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils. First of 3. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. On the run, it's Addison. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Addison. Brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's 3rd and 5. They'll run it to the right side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Under pressure. Nice move there. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. These corners going to give them some space.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Rush right in his face. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And finally, the defense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup.